Good morning, just Patrick here coming to you live again from Complete Health in Eastbourne. And I wanted to go through my 6 biggest habits I see in clients and patients that have the fastest recovery with me in the clinic. And so these are habits that people have, not necessarily just in the clinic, but just in general. The ones that I see in the clinic that are doing the fastest and recovering the fastest, generally as a rule of thumb, will do at least 3 or 4 out of these 6 things. So number one of the best things that patients can do in order to aid their recovery, even if they're sore, is they will still maintain some level of physical activity. Whether that's walking, whether that's running, whether that's still going to the gym. Say, for example, they might have a shoulder injury, but they still go into the gym and maybe work on their legs, get on the bike, etc., etc., etc. And the reason why I believe this has such a profound effect is it keeps the nerves and the brain ticking over, keeps the blood moving around the body, and actually helps aid those tissues in that faster recovery process. So pretty much every single one of my patients, and this is probably one of the most common traits that I see in clients that actually recover the fastest, is actually they get reasonable volumes of activity. Number 2, they generally sleep really, really well. If you talk to people that take sleep journals or they're not sleeping, they typically will have a much more difficult time in recovering. And the main reason being is that we actually think about what the purpose of sleep is sleep is there in order for our body to recover and recuperate. So if we're not actually getting enough sleep, or we're getting inadequate volumes of sleep, our body can actually start to become fatigued, it can become tired, we become uninspired, and it becomes very difficult to then do stuff like go to the gym, like eat well, like maintaining our mentality, because we will feel fatigued and we will feel tired. So actually maintaining sleep not only helps us to recover from those injuries, it actually helps us to enhance other areas of our life so that we can actually recover there as well. Number 3, I tend to see that they hydrate well. Some of the patients or the clients that I see that are recovering really, really quickly, they walk into the clinic every single time they walk into to our clinic for an appointment. They'll either go straight to a water fountain or they have a bottle with them, and they're constantly staying hydrated throughout the day. Now, what we know is that we are 75% water, and if not maintaining hydration, it's very difficult for our body to get those nutrients around, because our body uses fluid to transport all of the nutrients from one part of our body to the other in order to actually aid recovery. So those people that actually maintain hydration will also speed up that recovery process as well. One of the other things that I tend to find that people that actually recover faster, is number 4, is they maintain an adequate and decent diet. And it's difficult to say exactly what a good diet is, but you can generally tell when someone's on a good or bad diet because you can look at their waistline, and if their waistline is big and they're saying, oh no, my diet is fine, I know for a fact that that person is either got some other underlying health condition or is not as aware of what a good diet is as others. So in westernized culture, we have been led to believe that eating stuff like flour and starchy foods, high carbohydrates, potatoes, etc., rices, grains, these are all healthy foods. And actually, generally as a rule of thumb, because of the high levels of starch, they spike our glucose, and we end up feeling hungry again not that long afterwards. So actually what we know is protein sources and fats actually keep us fuller for longer. And so those people that actually understand good nutrition and they can balance their nutrition, they won't eat such carby foods and they won't end up spiking their blood glucose and stuff so much. And as a result, what means that they don't end up eating too much. But the other thing is with sugars is it can actually change our blood pH, which can actually slow down our recovery process and our healing response. So those that actually maintain and keep a good diet, generally as a rule of thumb, will actually start to see faster results, because again, our body is what you eat. Again, proteins are used to help with body recovery and repair. Now, a lot of us actually think we need a lot more than we do. However, that being said, if you can eat the adequate and the right volumes of all the different nutrients that we need, this is going to speed up that process. Number 5, they tend to look after their own mental well-being. Whether that's they try to stay inspired, whether they do meditation, whether they just have a positive mental attitude, whether they practice mindfulness, whether they have hobbies that they practice religiously because they enjoy it, they do stuff they enjoy, and you can actually see in their life that they are inspired to live. And it's such a simple thing. It's such a simple thing. Yet so many of us struggle to stay inspired and maintain decent, especially right now, with everything that's going on in the world, with all the negativity in the news, with all this stuff that is going on. It's very difficult to maintain mental well-being. However, those I see recover the fastest will naturally have a much more positive attitude towards their health, towards their life, towards recovery. And those are the people that I will see recover the fastest. Now, the final one, and this really comes to the clients that I see rather than just people trying to recover in general. The clients that I see recover the fastest are the ones that stick to the program. So they'll come in, they'll get a recommendation, we'll do an examination with them, and I will say, this is what I expect to see. It might be once a week, it might be twice a week, it might be even in very, very serious cases, we may even see some people 3 times a week. But what they do is they stick to the program, they attend their appointments on a regular basis, and they follow the advice to the T. Now, those people that follow the advice and they actually follow, and a lot of the time, if they follow the advice of not only seeing me, but seeing multiple practitioners, they will recover so much faster. So they're really my 6 big things that I see in clients that actually recover the fastest. So just to reiterate what we've just said, the 6 biggest things that people can do in order to speed up their recovery, making sure they're maintaining adequate levels of activity, making sure they're maintaining adequate levels of sleep, maintaining adequate levels of hydration, maintaining decent diet, maintaining a good level of mental well-being, and sticking to the program. Guys, I hope you found some information here that's helpful. If you know someone that could actually benefit from this information, please share. We really want to try and help inspire, especially during this difficult time. We want to inspire people to actually start taking a little bit better care of their health. Actually, it was really interesting. I watched an advert from the NHS the other day, and it's really interesting to see, based on the current situation, there was a big shift in the way that they set their advert, and actually it was all about exercise, health, diet, etc. And it was showing you all the bad foods and showing you the fat people, and then it was showing you all those same people doing stuff like skipping and cooking healthier meals with fresh fruits, vegetables, lean poultry, etc. And it was just really inspiring for me to see that. I get frustrated when I see everything in the NHS revolve around short-term care and not really looking to inspire people to take part in things that will build long-term, healthier people. So actually to finally see that the stuff that we've been recommending for ages is finally being put in mass adverts over YouTube and the internet. It was great for me to see, because this is the stuff that we've been screaming about for years. Guys, until tomorrow, I'll speak to you soon. If you need anything or you need any help, please just drop us a message, give us a phone call. We are here to help. We are open as usual now. We obviously still have our COVID procedures. We are keeping things clean. We're just keeping an eye on what the mask situation is. We do have masks in the clinic if people forget them, but we are not currently forcing people to wear them. But I do believe that the regulations may well change again on Monday. Speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.